Hi, digital friends. I wanted to share a bit about what I've been thinking on today. I had the day off work, so I put in some mental work today. And I actually had a really, really beautiful day. I got a lot done too. And so I wanted to share, I've been thinking a lot on the concept of the shadow, right? And this comes from Carl Jung, who was a psychologist and spiritualist and just a very intelligent person that lived and did a lot of cool things and stuff. So, his concept of the shadow is the unseen parts of ourselves, similar to like the unconscious part, but particularly the negative parts of ourselves that we don't want to admit to the conscious mind. And so I think for a while I would hear the term shadow and just kind of blow it off as like some mumbo jumbo bullshit, right? Or like a metaphor. But the more I thought about it, okay, so what really is the shadow? Why did he pick this name, right? And so obviously we know what a shadow is. You can see that there. That's my shadow. It is similar to a reflection of me, except instead of sending light back like a reflection does, it is devoid of light. It is the parts that the light it's what's left behind from what absorbed the light, right? And so kind of getting more into the nitty-gritty of what a real shadow is has kind of helped me see more of what the spiritual slash emotional shadow is. And so I've been really big on, I love these cool spiritual concepts that I'm learning, but again, they don't really mean anything to me without a practical and useful in like real physical world application, right? So I was thinking, and I think the concept of shadow integration, sure, you can have a mental meditation visualization of some shadowy figure merging with your light body or whatever, but that doesn't really mean shit, right? Not if you're still doing all the same shit you've been doing, right? And so we have to be willing to get uncomfortable and really real with ourselves without getting consumed by the negative judgmental emotions that we may have when we confront the shadow part of ourselves. So I'm going to give a very realistic example of what I went through today. So I have struggled a lot in life with taking care of my physical body. At first, it was because I just didn't really care. Well, first, I guess, really was ignorance. I didn't know how to take care. I didn't know that I had to take care. I didn't know that if you didn't take care of your body, bad things would happen, right? So I never really did it. And then I didn't care because I didn't understand how important it is to take care of your body. And then I also went through a part of my life where I actively caused harm to my body as well because of things like depression and passive suicidal ideation. And that is effectively part of my shadow, not appreciating my body, not taking care of it. And so I really took the time to admit that to myself today, how I haven't taken good enough care of my body. And so instead of feeling shame over that, which is very, very easy to feel when we confront our flaws, and honestly, the first reaction I find, instead of feeling the shame, I took myself out of that emotion and I observed the entire situation of, okay, I am realizing that I'm not taking care of my body. And I feel bad about that. Okay, now what? And I found myself wanting to take care of my body today instead of drudgingly doing my crunches and squats and, bicep curls. And I found myself excited to do them because I saw this instead as a way to thank my body for being alive, right? And so effectively integrating this part of my shadow psyche has been really helpful for me. Like I said, I feel better today because I've gotten a little more movement. I found myself more motivated to organize and clean things, and it's just been a really good experience. I've been checking in on my Finch app, which I love, and I looked at my little report or whatever, and I've been a lot happier recently when I check in. And especially today, I've been doing mostly the regular and the super happy phase. And so yeah, I think I just wanted to share that little bit of like practical application, because I think when we get too caught up in the concept of shadow and sorry, oh, come here. Sorry, something fell. When we get too caught up in the concepts of things like shadow or the subconscious or spirit, if we're neglecting the physical reality, it doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't mean what we think it means, rather. I think true wisdom and true happiness and peace in life, and well, we have to have the physical element, because that is the part of physical life that like is necessary. So yeah, I feel like I've really overcome something that I didn't even realize was holding me back as much as it has been. And it doesn't mean that all of a sudden today that like I don't have like a disease that I just got diagnosed with, or I don't have, extra fat. I still got all these, issues with my body, but now I have the desire to take care of my body, which I really was lacking. And so, yeah, I think I just wanted to give a really practical view of what shadow integration can look like in your daily life. So, yeah, I wish you luck. And remember that if we're feeling shame about these shadow parts, to not get stuck in that shame, because then that shame leads us into less motivation and this lower sense of energy, basically. And I like literal like physical like energy, when we're sad, when we're depressed, when that we don't want to get up and go run a mile or something. But when you're feeling secure enough to say, yes, this is where I'm lacking, but I still have value and I still have worth and I'm still worth trying to take care of, that motivates us to do better, right? So yeah, I just want to share that. I hope that anyone watching this, you're able to be real with yourself without staying in the shame of your lacking, so that you can find how to grow out of that lacking and grow what it is you've been lacking in yourself. And with all of my sudden recent changes, I also don't want to sit with the expectation that this is going to last forever, because then I will inevitably be disappointed when I mess up. So I'm appreciating the progress while I have it, and keeping in mind that when I feel as though I've regressed, that is my opportunity to do it all over again. So, yeah. I hope everyone has a good day. I love you guys. Bye.